Everybody.
Hello.
Jerry.
And Linda.
We're the Newcomers. Thank you for joining us this evening. We appreciate it. We were noticing there's Bosky and Linda Wilkov, and we've got Sandra down there in Tasmania. That's so awesome. Rita and Dustin are here, and Jim Heineck and Adam and Christy and Kathy.
Lots of our good old loyal friends. Thank you.
Chrissy and Brenda. All of our peeps are signing in, so that is so good. We appreciate it. How are you doing this evening? Do you have a snack or a drink with you so you can just kind of settle in and watch the show? And later on, we'll have a call in, of course. We're going to have folks calling in. I've got some good questions for you tonight. We'll see who can get those correct.
We have a giveaway.
Hi, Bob, and there's Mike. How you doing, Mike? We visited Mike and Lynn down in DeLuna the other day, and what a beautiful home they have.
Oh, my gosh.
That was great. It puts a lot of pressure on me when Linda gets to come and see those beautiful homes.
Yeah, you did it.
Yep.
Although I do love my home, but there's always something else out there better, right?
Kim and her husband Kenny are there, and they've got their favorite snack ready to go. What are your favorite snacks? Now that I'm on this diet, I can't eat my favorite snacks.
No.
I would love to have a bunch of.
You're bouncing.
She gave me a little slap down there.
He bounces his leg.
Carrots and lemonade. That's about what I would get. Fixing salads. That's great.
Favorite snack? Popcorn for me.
Barry and Darlene are in the house. An Elvis fan is in the house. Lots of great people. Rick and Barbara. Good. So good.
Crunchy Cheetos. Gary, I love those too. Yes, I do. And I like Doritos.
You know what? We've been getting the thin tortilla chips.
Yeah, generic.
They're so good. Oh, look at that. Somebody's jumping the gun, but what the heck?
Hello. You've reached Jerry and Linda.
Hey, how you guys doing?
We're doing great.
Rob.
Well,
I'm
hi.
up in Cincinnati, Ohio, up the river from you, all where you all from, like Kings Island.
Gotcha.
Oh, yeah.
So I watch you guys all the time, and I got some questions. So if you don't want to answer my questions, they seem like they're derogatory. I don't mean to be that way. I'm trying to narrow down my thoughts.
All right, let me just hang up on you. Go ahead,
just
Bob.
hang up on me.
Go ahead,
used
Rob.
to that. Hey, I'm going to talk to you, Jerry, see what you think. If I got more questions, what you want to take from me, that's fine. The first question I got, I know you're a golfer. Are you satisfied just playing the executive golf courses? I know you don't want to, you're pretty frugal, and I'm that way too. Maybe we can get there in a little bit. But, I mean, does the urge to play the championship courses, does it just really irk you or nag on you that you just like, you can just block it out, or it doesn't really bother you that bad?
That's a good question. And then a lot of you people are golfers. And if you're not a golfer and you move here, you probably will be a golfer because of the free golf aspect.
Yeah.
But that's only on the executive courses, like you're saying. So let me tell you, Rob, a little bit about my golf game. I am not a good golfer, but okay. I can hit the ball a long way.
Yeah.
So I love to play the championship courses, but as you mentioned, I'm too tight. So I wait till summertime. From June 1st, I believe, until December 31st, you could actually play 9 holes championship for $11. So that is a great deal.
That.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Yeah.
But it's hot, and that's only at the last part of the day. You can go on maybe at 4 o'clock for that price. So I love that because I get to hit, my 3-wood, my 5-wood. I get to hit my long irons.
Right.
On the executives, I mean, I'm always pulling a wedge, maybe a 7-iron and a 5-iron on occasion. That's it. That's about it. Now, some of the executives have maybe 1 or 2 par 4s when I'll use my driver. But I mean, let's face it, that's what we like to do. We like to get out there with that driver and just crush it.
Well, I like to put the shots together. So I had to quit playing golf. I don't mean turn this into a pity party. My wife died last month. I've been looking at moving to the villages of Florida for a long time. She battled dementia and all that stuff. Terrible way to go, blah, 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 so forth, so on. I got to a grief class tomorrow night, so you don't have to handle my grief for me. I'm kidding you, okay?
Okay.
My question to you is, well, I don't want to sound, this is where I'm going to I had two realtors, okay? I did a lifestyle stay at Christopher Court. I think it's off Morris Boulevard, right up the street from the Everglades. And I did that in October, right about the 1st of December or November, right around Halloween. And then I came down after my wife passed away in January. I came down in February, the coldest week you had. I stayed at Lake Sumter Inn, and I like that area. So I'm 60, I'll be 69 in May, and everybody's saying, oh, you need to be down by 466. So the MLS realtor I had, super nice guy. He's supposed to be the good. Well, he's been the golf champion of the Villages several times. Super nice guy, very knowledgeable about golf. And I'm looking at homes up around like Spanish Springs area. I got it. It's older. I'm tight. I'm like you. So I also had a Village realtor, and the problem I got is when you look at the Village's website, there's just a lot of information that you don't see. You don't see pending prices, price reductions, and you don't see how long the house has been on the market. So I feel like I'm at a real disadvantage buying from them because I don't want to buy a house with a bond on it. So I looked at a house that was on for sale. I think it was up in Belmead or something like that was the name of the neighborhood. So I was looking at a 1-bedroom, 874 square feet. That's all I need. I'm going to have to flip the whole thing. And I'm looking at moving up there. So I talked to the Village realtor because the house was under them. They said, oh, the insurance, and I got that price list for like the patio homes. So they say the insurance is like $1,000, $1,100 a year. I called the Baldwin Group. I don't know if that's your insurance agency that you use or if you got a different one you'd recommend. They're telling me that's like $2,000 a year to insure that. That's fine. I get it. I'm cool with that. But I don't know what the utility costs are because that price sheet you get from the Villages, it doesn't seem like it's very accurate or the prices have inflated that much since I got the sheet in November. So here's my question to you, Gary. All right. Could you live in a 1-bedroom by yourself if you were me? I'm tight. I'm going to cut down grass, fertilize, kill the bugs and all that stuff, snakes and everything else, and alligators out in the yard. I don't have a problem doing all that stuff. Wash the car. Could you live in a 1-bedroom for $4,000 a month?
Well, again, are you going to have cable TV?
No.
You're going to have internet?
No debt. No, I stream. I just stream what I don't have a $200 cable bill. My cable bill with my internet is like $60 to $70 a month. I just stream what I want to watch. Netflix ain't got nothing. Boom. I take something else off. I do have the MLB channel, so I keep my costs way down.
Well,
I don't have to go out and eat every night. If I get a cheeseburger, that's it. I'm a cheeseburger hot dog guy. So fast food junkie. So I'm good with that.
well, I'd say, first of all, I disagree with you on the Village's paper that they'll give you with estimated utilities and things like that. I think those will be pretty close. And I'm going to tell you, on a 1-bedroom, I cannot see you having a $100 electric bill. It's going to be less than that, most likely.
Yeah, they got it like $90, I think. So yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm good with that because I'm saving money there. I mean, I'm paying Duke up in Cincinnati. My utility bill is $250, $300 a month. It's super cold out. So,
Well, I think that's certainly something you could shoot for. But if you're talking 1-bedroom, you're not talking a house anyway. You're talking a condo, right?
No, it's a cottage home. It's called a cottage.
With 1 bedroom?
Yeah, it's a 1-bedroom cottage home.
I've never seen one.
No.
I wouldn't even know about it. So I couldn't
what's
tell
a
you.
1-bedroom? It's called a cottage. It's similar to, they're all, if you go to their website, they're on there because that's all I need. Nobody's going to come down and see me. So, if somebody does, I'll just put a couch out and, have a, what do you call it, a couch bed, what do you call it, fold-out bed, couch, whatever.
Sofa sleeper, I think you're looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then what I actually looked at doing too was I looked on the Village's website, and they're I talked to people at the Arnold Palmer, was at the Legends course. I went over there, because that's what my multi-listing realtor told me. He said, man, you get a job at the golf course, you just work 3 days a week, they give you a big break on the green championship courses too. So I wouldn't mind doing that.
Well, I'd say go for it. You know, hey, you're single. What's the worst that could happen? You get down here and you think, wow, I can't afford this. I'm out of here. Right?
I don't think that's going to be the case. I think I can pull it off for $4,000. Plus, I got some investment money too, and I don't really want to dig in that for a while because I kind of took I didn't take a bath, but I took a real good shower with this Medicaid stuff. So, you know, because everything that's down there, I mean, what I'm saying, the negative part that I'm saying, I don't mean to say negative. The stuff that the villages do that I've seen, it's great.
Yeah.
The soft bowling down there, it's like uncomparable, you know. It's like you said, there ain't a piece of paper laying out. So I don't want to say, oh, they're a bunch of liars and stuff like that. I'm just trying to get good numbers. It just don't seem like I'm getting them.
Well, listen, you call the agent. He'll give you the right numbers, or else, you know, they're not going to lie to you.
Yeah.
But listen, we're going to cut you loose, and I want to tell you we're sorry about your wife. We're very sorry.
Oh, that's cool.
And how did you've been saving our phone number, haven't you? Because I didn't tell you all our phone number.
I got your phone number off last week's show. All
right.
I watch you guys frequently. I've been watching since 2021. So,
well,
yeah.
Thank you.
Well,
Thank you very much. And you know what? We'll see you when you get here.
Bye. Good night.
He jumped the gun.
Yeah, he did.
He jumped the gun. We weren't ready for phone calls, but I hope we helped him.
Yeah, I do too.
I really have not heard of a 1-bedroom house.
No, that's interesting. Wow. Yeah. I don't know. Might have to call Ira on that one.
Yeah, somebody. Well, we have a good show. We're going to prizes. We're going to give away another Cody's gift card. This one is courtesy of Tommy and Jackie. We bumped into them 2 nights in a row. They're viewers, and we bumped into them twice.
Yes, and they sent us a gift card from Cody's.
Right. So we're going to give away. This is courtesy of Tommy and Jackie. So we're going to give that away later on. I've got 3 killer questions. You're going to love them. They'll be spaced out in the program. Get you a piece of paper, write it down. And if you like what we're doing, hit that like button, would you? Hit that like button. 68 of you like it, but 285 are on here. 220 some people don't like what we're doing.
Oh, well.
So, thank you. For a fun topic, though, speaking of restaurants, we saw Tommy and Jackie, and the first time we saw them, we moved seats to get away from a screaming child. Right after we did the live show from Facebook, we moved tables because this kid was hitting his mother with a menu, and he was going nuts. And I thought, wow, that's
yeah, we acted like snooty old people, and we moved away.
I was there to eat a quiet lunch, so we moved tables. I'll be darned, the person right behind Linda fires up a cigarette, and her husband fires up a cigarette. The person right behind me fires up a cigarette.
We were in shock. We had no idea.
And we couldn't move again because we already moved one time. What do y'all think? Should they allow smoking on the patios at restaurants?
I'm saying no. No smoking.
To smoke or not to smoke?
It was really
that is the question.
Shocking. It was really shocking.
It wasn't shocking, but I mean, yeah, I don't know. I'm always complaining. Have you noticed that?
You complain.
The last week it was a guy brought 3 dogs on there, and then this time they're smoking and a crying baby.
Yeah.
Bah.
You getting to be
humbug.
You getting to be an old grouchy.
But look, everybody's agreeing with me. Everybody except a couple smokers, which my mom smoked like a chimney.
She did?
Yeah. She got dementia and she forgot she smoked one day.
She absolutely did. She got dementia, and then all of a sudden we go, why aren't you smoking? Me? Smoke? So she didn't smoke.
Yeah, the patios are outside, so they consider that outside. You know, you got a breeze, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
Linda does look pretty, Maureen. Thank you very much.
So Jerry.
I haven't seen the day she didn't.
Oh, that's not true.
Well,
you're the only privileged person to see me without makeup, right? Yeah, that's.
She's the real deal. Yeah. And there's Sue. Pete and Sue are here tonight.
Hi, Pete. Hi,
and
Sue.
Christina. So thank you all.
Got some lovely.
I've got some fun questions tonight. These are not part of the deal. So don't think if you get this right, don't think I won the lottery. I won. No, you haven't won. These are just for fun. I'm going to throw them out there. Feel free to comment if you like. All right. Now, no crying. We don't want any crying babies on the patio, Mike. All right, here's just some fun questions. All right, where are they?
Well, that's number
Okay,
2.
here it is, right here. Here's one you won't get unless you look it up on Google. I know you're looking it up on Google, some of these. That's okay. Hey, I don't have any control over that.
Oh, thank you, Christina.
What is an octothorpe? Octothorpe. Do you know it without looking it up? If you do, I'm really impressed.
And no asking Alexa.
Because I wouldn't have known. I'll bet Alexa doesn't even know that. We should ask her.
Everybody back there's asking Alexa.
Octothorpe. I had no idea. Are you ready? It's an 8-legged thorpe, says Guero. Yes.
I agree with you, Guero.
Here it is. I'm going to tell you the answer. It's a hashtag. You know, a little hashtag, a tic-tac-toe thing. That's an octothorpe. Who knew that? Now you know it.
Well, octo means 8. What's 8 got to do with any of that?
Octo.
Well,
It has 8 on the hashtag. There's 8 points.
8 points?
Yeah, there's 8 ends, 8 lines. The ends of the lines. Somebody says Ira had a $500 electric bill last month. Well, Ira's probably got an Olympic-sized swimming pool and has a light parade in it, and it's heated up to 88 degrees. So,
I gotta write
yeah,
this.
that is a good tribute. What are you going to write down?
I gotta write down this octothorpe. That doesn't make any sense.
Hey, Google, what is an octothorpe?
Here's the definition of octothorpe, another term for the pound sign, hash.
Pound sign. Pound sign.
All right, so there it is. How do you get 8 out of that?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh, I was counting the spaces because then I was getting 9. I
Yeah.
got you.
No.
8 points.
So there, you've learned something. So
Octothorpe.
we're off to a good start.
Whoa.
Here's another one that I think is a good question. You can look it up, but it won't be fun if you look it up. Oh, look at Mike. He says he knows it after we told the answer. He knows it. What is the national animal of Scotland? I know Chrissy knows and Rob. What's the national animal of Scotland? Robbie knows. Well, Robbie McKevitt, he's from over there in the Isles.
Eileen, love you.
It's a unicorn is the
What?
national animal of Scotland. How about that?
It's a made-up animal. There's
Yeah.
no such thing as a unicorn. Oh my gosh.
All right. What animal is most likely to be hit by lightning? Which animal on earth is most likely to be hit by lightning? Little fun. Yeah, Nessie would have been a good one for that. Loch Ness Monster. Most likely to be hit by lightning is the giraffe.
A lot of you got
The
it.
giraffe,
A lot of you
yeah.
got it. Wow. Very good. Very
Nice.
good. Very good. Very good.
And I have one more question, and nobody will know the answer to this, but I looked it up because I was looking for this. You know, it's going to give you some good questions. And it says, how much does the average cloud weigh? Up in the sky, the cloud. How much does the average cloud weigh?
Who weighs them?
Dustin was first, by the way.
How do you weigh a cloud?
Well, they have a formula.
Oh my.
Got some good guesses out there. And who knows if they're right or not? You know,
Well, there's got to be an answer, right?
I've got the answer,
Okay.
but I don't know if it's the right answer. But that's
Who gave the answer?
1 million pounds. 1 million pounds in those big old clouds we see up there. But I told that to my son earlier
cloud
today.
or was it a big cloud?
Our son is here and we're babysitting. They're gone right now. That's why it's so quiet. I told him that and he said, how can that be? How can it weigh 1 million pounds and be up there? Yeah, it's got a point there, doesn't he?
Well, how much is a plane weigh? And it's up there.
Well, you got a point there.
I don't know.
You got a point there. All
Oh,
right.
well, that's because it's got power to it.
350 people. I think it's time for our first question.
All
Are you
right,
ready?
Here we go.
This is the first question. Write this down.
Get it ready.
I will ask you at the end of the show. I will read you the question, and you will give me the answer after you've called in, and you have a chance to win the prize. So the first question, I'm going to find, okay, here we go. Easy question. It's one of those questions where I give you 4 items.
Somebody's answering. Whoa, wait a minute, people.
We'll put that on pause and see who's jumping the gun. If it's Rob.
Yeah. I just do think if I got more questions, what do you want to say? Tell me that's fine. The first question I got, I know you're involved, but
Okay.
Their TV was too loud.
All right, that's right.
Okay, the first question. There it is. Which does not belong? One of these 4 things does not belong. I'll say that all again, won't I?
it's like, you can just block it out, or are you just put it on that? That's a good question.
Okay, just.
Which does not belong? Tom Cruise, Daniel Craig, Pierce Brosnan, or Roger Moore? Remember, don't put the answer down here. Put it on your pad of paper so you can remember it later when you call me. If you put it here, you're spoiling the game. You'll be escorted out of the building. Don't do that.
All right.
Which one does not belong? Tom Cruise, Daniel Craig, Pierce Brosnan, or Roger Moore? One of those does not belong.
Right.
Yeah, do not type it in the chat, Guero. Okay. What do you think about pools in the villages? Should you have would you and could you, and do you think it's smart to have a pool at your own home? What do you think about that? Because Linda's feeling the pull. After she went over to Mike and Lynn's house, she's kind of got the urge. And then she went over to Mike and Mary's house, and she really got the urge.
Oh, temptation is real. Oh, but pools are lovely, but there's always the pros, there's always the cons.
What are the cons?
Cons, you have to pay for it, you have to take care of it, you got to put the chemicals in or whatever, you got to heat it, you got to cover it, you gotta. There's a lot.
I never see anybody cover their pool unless they're a snowbird.
That's true. But there's a lot of maintenance to it. And then you've got the machines that keep it going and bubbling or whatever all that is. And then you got electricity for that. It's just a lot of money.
Yeah, Andy, it is nice to be able to just go out your door, especially after you're hot, pulling weeds, or you're playing golf. You come home, you're hot. Just don't have to get ready and drive to the pool. You just jump in.
Yeah. Yeah, they are beautiful just to come home, just sit by the pool or sit in the beach. Like some of them have the beach area. That's so relaxing.
Paul and Roxy are on. We appreciate them.
Especially if you have a waterfall. The sound of a waterfall, I'd fall asleep. You'd have to.
But on the other hand, there are over 100 pools that we can go to free. But you have to get out at dark. You have your own pool. You could swim all night long. You could even skinny dip if you wanted to.
Oh.
You can. They're not your rules are your rules. You want to jump in. You want to play ball.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
Pools here, Rexter, they cost over $100,000 to put a pool in a house here.
Yeah. Sandra said the skinny dip. Well, neighbors are too close.
They are too close.
Yeah, you're right.
There's Judy from Hollywood Beach.
Yeah. Cons or pros?
The pros, we already said you can go out anytime and swim.
Yeah.
You can swim
I
in any kind of swimsuit you want or whatever you want to do. That's the great thing about them. Yeah. It is a lot of money, 100 to 150 grand for a pool. But boy, we've seen some nice ones, and it makes you think, wow, it'd be nice if it's your forever home. You don't want to leave that money to your kids.
They ask, does it include the bird cage?
Oh yeah, usually it includes the bird cage.
Yeah, because you have to.
And the concrete and the patio and everything. Yeah, it's the whole atmosphere. I like that, Kim. That's true. Hi, Chris.
Hi, Chris.
And Barbara. Expensive to maintain. It costs about $150 a month to have a service come in and regularly clean your pool and add chemicals and that sort of thing. Brad, thank you so much. We appreciate that. He said, please get Linda a pool.
Brad.
Oh, that was so nice of you. Yeah, thank you,
He
Brad.
gave us $20 to help us out.
Yeah, let's see. We only need
much
500 more of those, and we'll be we'll get a pool.
All right, everybody chip in now.
We couldn't even have a pool here. Couldn't even have one because
No.
we don't.
We
You
don't
have
have-
to have the room.
We don't have the room. We don't have any room. No. We might have room for a wading pool. Little bitty one.
Hi, Peggy. We hope you feel better. Yeah.
All right, let's see. What else? There's something else.
By the way, Linda wants me to tell you our mailing address is. If you ever need it, now you'd have to write it down because I don't have any way to put graphics on these shows. That's one thing I don't like about it.
It's
I
hard.
can't put the names up there. I can't put the email addresses and address, but this is our mailing address. Jerry and Linda, Post Office Box 888. That's easy. Fruitland Park, Florida, 34731. We contemplated giving our house address, which we do give out once we get to know you. But back when we had a couple of these elections, we were getting such hateful emails and even a nasty threat every once in a while. So we thought, you know what? We're not going to make it available to everybody, even though 99.1% of you are fantastic. Yeah. Ed Chisholm says his wife and him don't skinny dip. They chunky dunk. I love it. No, we're not going to, Sandra, but once you get to be our friend, you'll probably even get to come over here. And we love interacting with everybody. All right, let's see what else we got here. So we decided no smoking, right, on the patio. So I'm going to pass that on to the restaurant owners here in the Villages.
Yeah.
Sandra's going to come up from Australia. We'll definitely meet you when you come up here, Sandra.
Yeah, there's this again. Can you read it? Up this way.
Yeah, you have to put it in there. Hold it up. There you go.
Okay, that's how you can write to us snail mail. And you got to do that before July because the stamps are going up from 73 to 78 cents a stamp. Whoa. That's crazy, isn't it? I remember when they were like 13 cents when I was a little kid, maybe even less when we were little kids.
I don't know.
You don't remember that?
Well, I did. I was a stamp collector. I mean, I know there have been stamps
Yeah,
all the way down
yeah.
to 2 cents,
Right.
or less.
Right.
Jay Ryback says he would not skinny dip because that would stop all pool sales in the Villages. Hey, we got over 400 people on board now. Thank you all for coming in.
Yeah.
And I want to tell you, it's too early for me to give it away, but we are going to have the giveaway of all giveaways before too awful long. We're working on it right now. We're going to give away something worth more than $1,000. So it's going to be an amazing thing. And we don't have all the particulars, so I'm not going to announce it yet. But we're going to do that because we want to share it with y'all.
All right.
I'm going to try to even that up. I'm a little bit too far. I guess
You are too far.
Yeah.
So beautiful weather. We've been swimming. We've had the grandkids here. We went swimming this week two times, I guess I have, and enjoyed the weather. It's just been fantastic. We thought it was going to be cool because it was in the 70s, and no, the pool was in the 80s. It was great. It was really nice. So enjoyed it here in the Villages.
Brenda said, didn't we have people? Yes, we did, Brenda, have people show up here and say, we were so nice. And they thought that we indicated that if they came up here, they could stay in our house.
Yes.
And it was true. And like I told you, that particular person we did not let him stay here.
Yeah.
But we let him borrow my golf clubs. So that's the truth. Bob, I like several cruise lines. What cruise line do we recommend? I was all about Royal Caribbean. Loved them. Then I went to
still love them.
Still love them.
Yeah.
Then I went to Celebrity and I thought, ooh, this is good. And then we did Princess to Alaska. Perfect. And we've done a couple of Celebrities after that. It's their quality. What we like is a quiet, peaceful cruise. So we tend to go with the cruise lines that don't cater to the party crowd so much.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if that's snooty or not. Royal Caribbean has some really good entertainment.
I like them.
It's very good. In
Yeah.
fact, we're taking my whole family, her whole family too,
Yeah.
to a cruise in December.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's going to be fun.
Yeah.
And we're going to go on Royal Caribbean for that because of the rock climbing walls and the wave pools and what else? The water slides,
Everything. Yeah.
all the fun. Yeah.
Yeah. So fun.
You're welcome, Rebecca. I hope that works out.
Okay. We're only on number 2. Oh, talk about the grocery store.
Oh, we always go to Walmart for groceries.
Mm-hmm.
We place an order online, and then we go over there. We drive the cart over. You saw.
Yeah, this isn't the big Walmart. This is the Walmart marketplace. It's just the grocery store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, we'll on I think May 3rd, we've got a video scheduled that shows Linda going over and getting groceries in the golf cart.
Yeah.
So you'll see that. That's at Walmart. But lately, we have been doing the Kroger delivery.
Yeah.
Here are the particulars. They sell you a membership, but you get 3 months free, I believe, or maybe it's 30 days. I don't know.
It's a month.
It's a month, 1 month free. It costs $69. And to do that, you get free delivery all year. And if you order $35 more. And they come from a warehouse, and you've got a better selection, I think, of stuff.
Yeah, it's nice.
And
Comparable prices to Walmart.
comparable, but I looked at hamburger today.
Yeah.
And I didn't buy any because the cheapest hamburger I saw was like $6.50 a pound.
Okay.
That's a little strong for hamburger. I had a cow one time when I was growing up. I sold a cow for $58. I couldn't even get 10 pounds of hamburger for that now.
No.
It's ridiculous.
No, but also it's so nice to know you can get on the phone, pick out what you want, the groceries, and have it delivered to your home, and you don't have to get in the car, go there, blah blah blah.
There's Cindy now. Cindy says I'm the one you talked to at Walmart a couple weeks ago.
Yes.
You'll be in that video, I believe, Cindy. I haven't called for any calls yet. You're on the air with Jerry and Linda. Who's calling?
Hi, Jerry and Linda. This is Marvin Cathy from Orlando. We were the major award winners 2 weeks ago.
I remember that. Did you get your coupon in the mail?
Yes, we did. It worked out perfect. We had planned to come up to the villages on this past Sunday to look at some houses, and the card arrived on Saturday. So it was perfect. We went to Cody's at Lake Sumter.
Very good.
And we saw that you were at Cody's at Brownwood.
Right. We just missed each other, I
We
guess.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did. They're both great places, but Lake Sumter has a gorgeous view, right there on
Really?
that lake. So that's nice.
That's pretty.
Well,
Yes.
we're glad you enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did talk to the manager and told him that we were the winners, and we appreciated him donating the cards, and that that was the first time at Cody's, and we said we will definitely be back.
Yeah, they have a
Okay.
great menu.
Yeah.
What's on your
Yes,
mind
they do.
tonight, Marv?
Pardon me?
What's on your mind tonight?
Got a question?
Oh, that was just wanted to say hi and tell you that we use the card.
Okay, well, wonderful.
Super.
Yeah, thank you. And thank you for calling at a decent hour tonight.
And thank you for watching us and enjoying our show with us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Holler at us when you get in town one
You
day.
guys do a great service.
Thank you, buddy.
Okay.
All right, bye-bye. He obviously saved our phone number in his phone because
Yeah.
I haven't held the sign up yet.
Right.
I'm still not holding it up with the number yet.
That was backwards. Someone's been on 51 cruises. Whoa, how lovely.
Are y'all ready for the second part of the quiz? This is for the prize. Don't put the answer in the comments, but this is a singing answer. When you call me later and you get the first question right, we'll go to the second question. If you get the first question wrong, I'll hang up on you.
You will.
This one, I'm going to read you the line of a song, and you'll have to sing the next two lines. 2 lines. Okay, but I think it's easy. I think it's real easy. I know a lot of you will get this. Let me, when I find it here. Okay, here we go. The line I'm going to give you is, "Oh, we danced through the night. Oh, we danced through the night." And then later when you call me, you'll sing the next 2 lines if you want to win that prize. All right? All right. Yeah, you got to sing it, Barbara. Practice. So, mortgage or no mortgage? This is a very personal question. How many of you out there would be, and don't tell us if you're shy about that. How many of you have a mortgage and live in the villages? Only answer if you live in the villages, if you have a mortgage. Or you could say, I do not have a mortgage. Or if you're not here in the villages, but you think you might move here, let us know, will you have a mortgage on your new home or not? So you can answer every of those. Okay.
It is personal.
Yes, we do. Hi, Mark. Mark, how are you doing, buddy?
Hi, Mark.
Hope you're feeling good. Glad to hear that it went so smooth. Okay, there's some. Lots of people. Sometimes you get a mortgage for financial reasons because it just makes money sense. Back when they were 2 or 3%.
Refinancing.
Some people. A lot, and Johnny says he wouldn't buy a retirement home with a mortgage. Okay, there you are. And by the way, we may not recognize you right now when you make comments, but we will go back and look at this later, and we'll see. So, yeah, you have a feeling of freedom if you don't have a mortgage. You know, it's nice to be able to say, I don't owe anybody anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good
Except
feeling.
your utility.
Like Bob Weber has 2.5%. Now that's a no-brainer there. Why not?
Yeah.
Get yourself a mortgage.
There you go.
No mortgage. Yeah. Well, see, that's a question we get all the time. We addressed it last week a little bit. The guy wanted to know if he could move here because he was going to have a mortgage. He was a little afraid that if he had a mortgage, he wouldn't be able to make the payments. 2.75%. Boy, you got in at the right time, didn't you, Rob? Yeah, and some people have variable rate mortgages,
Yeah.
you know, where it adjusts. Yeah, very good. No, Brenda, I'm not going to sing it for you. You're going to have to do it yourself when the time comes.
Yeah, I was wondering why didn't Jerry sing the first line? Then that would give it all away.
On Mailbag Monday, when it comes up next week, we will have some pictures of this week. We've been swimming with the grandkids. We've had an Easter egg hunt because they're leaving tomorrow.
I know. We had an early Easter egg hunt.
They're
That was
doing a little
fun.
construction next door. We got to put them on the tractor, the bulldozer kind of thing.
That was fun. Yeah, our grandchildren that are with us this week are 1-year-old and a 3-year-old. So it's been real busy. We've been dealing with a lot of nap times and a lot of not temper tantrum. They're just, you know how they are when they're 1 and 3. They're wanting mommy a lot, mommy, and that's tough. But I can say our son and daughter-in-law are doing a fantastic job, and parenting is not easy. And I tell you, they're doing a good job.
Well, the Village's Prophet says he came last month on a lifestyle and he drank the Kool-Aid.
Oh dear, what color was your Kool-Aid?
Eileen says she's paying taxes $14,000 a year.
Yeah.
Eileen, where do you live? Illinois or Massachusetts or Connecticut? You know, there's some high taxes.
Okay.
I don't think the taxes are too high here.
No.
We pay $4,000. I mean, I'll tell you, we have a 2,000 square foot designer home, and we pay $2,000 a year in real estate tax, property tax.
2?
$4,000 a year. Did I say 2?
You said 2.
Well, I said 4 the first time.
Yeah.
And I said 2 the second time.
Yeah.
I'm saying 4.
Yeah.
I'm sticking with 4. That's my story. If it's $4,000. Actually, last year it was a little less than $4,000. It fluctuates a little bit. Let's see what we got here. You're on the air with Jerry and Linda.
Hello.
How you doing? This is Big Glenn and my wife Priscilla from Richmond.
Hello.
Glenn and Priscilla.
Aw,
How are you?
we're
Good.
good. What's going on?
I can't believe we got through. We're honored.
Oh, well.
I haven't even told anybody to call yet, Glenn. So are you from Boston?
No, from New Jersey.
Jersey, okay.
Yeah.
Got
We've been down here about 10 years. We were 8 years up in the hysterical section, and now we're in Richmond.
Very
And
nice.
we like it down here, but we loved it up there.
Are you the Pascals?
No,
What's your last name?
Molback.
Okay. Maybe you didn't want to tell me.
Yeah,
Oh,
on our way out of here every day, we go right past Gizmo's
Oh.
Pen.
Oh, nice.
Thank you. Oh my gosh.
Glenn, we have almost 500 people on here now. That's a good number for a live show. That's really
Yeah,
good.
Yeah.
If this
I'll
number
say-
goes up while you're talking, you can stay on. If it goes down, I'm going to hang up on you.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay.
No problem. I get it. I was wondering, you guys know what the hell's going on with the electric?
Well, it went off for 30 minutes today.
45. Corrected.
Over here, they really got hammered. My next door neighbor was telling me that new section of Richmond that they built was out for 4 or 5 hours.
Really?
What do you think happened?
Yeah. I don't know. The only time we ever lost up in the old section was the generator went underwater. It got flooded after a hurricane. But down here, they've had sewer problems, digging up the road, all that kind of crap. But this is only the second time the electric flickered.
Mm-hmm.
But that's enough to screw up everything in the house,
Wow.
Well, we have had such good luck in 6 years.
Mhm.
I don't think it's ever been off for more than an hour or so.
It was like 20 minutes at one time, and then today 45. So we've been pretty lucky.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I swore when we got this house new, I was gonna buy one of those generators. I had a portable one, and I gave it to some guy that steam cleaned the house once, and he was down on his luck. So
Yeah.
I handed it over to him.
Well, that
and I
was
was
nice.
get one. Yeah, I was gonna get one of those, real official ones.
Yeah.
It's like 10 grand.
Yeah. That's expensive.
I'm too fat. I can't be without air conditioning. I'll die.
Well, you're just right in there with us because in that 30 minutes it was off today, I was sweating.
Oh yeah, yeah. Hey, we would grab the go bag and
Yeah.
treat it like a hurricane and get the hell out of here and go get a hotel.
Go to a hotel. That's right. If you're really struggling and you have medical issues, that's the first thing you should do is get your bag and go to a hotel. Someplace close that has a generator, most hotels do. So that's a good idea.
Yeah, when it came down to putting the 10 grand out, I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Can't take it with you, Glenn.
I know, but we put so much of it into the house.
Yeah.
You know what we were looking for, and I wrote it down. When you guys got your floor done, who was that? Who did it?
That was a company called Roberto's.
Yeah.
There were two different Robertos at that time. That company has split again, and they did a wonderful job for us.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Once I saw it, I'm not even going to shop. I'm going to, I'm sticking with you.
Well, they were Johnny on the spot. Everything they could do, they did, and we were very happy.
Yeah. I'm honored. I'm flattered that you answered the phone, and so is my wife. We can't tell you how much we love you guys.
Well,
thank you. Well, holler at us when you see us one day.
Yeah.
Will do. I'm getting choked up. I can't believe it.
Have
Well,
a good night.
thank you, Glenn.
Thank
You have a
you.
great evening, and tell her hello for us, and we'll see you later.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Around. Love you guys.
Love you.
too.
Bye bye.
All right. Bye.
So another thing we did this week with all the activities, we went down to the square. My little granddaughter, she's 3. She loves to dance. And so we went down in Brownwood 2 times. And the first time was a Blonde Ambition was playing. And they bring in the crowds. We could hardly move. It was just so many legs and so many people. My little 3-year-old granddaughter, she got too scared. And she was just whining. She was scared, so we ended up leaving.
I always forget to take earplugs down there. Hey, we're closing in on 500.
Yeah.
When we get 500 people, I'm going to read that third and final question.
What? Okay.
Yeah.
hey, everybody, hurry, call somebody else. And then we went again to the square, and another nice band was playing, but for some reason, we had a little bit more room to dance, and she got out there and she wiggled and jiggled and have a great time. But it's a fun time. If you haven't been down to the squares, please go and enjoy the band.
It's nice.
And it's fun to just people watch.
You got to take earplugs. Sometimes that music is loud. I need earplugs.
Yeah.
I'm going to have you carry them in your purse for me. Would you do that?
If you hand them to me, I'll put them in my purse.
Yeah.
But my grandson, he's only one. Well, ours. Now I just did what you did all the time. He's one, and my daughter-in-law puts a little leash on him. That's the best invention ever. Not around his neck. It's a little vest.
It's tied to the middle of his back. It's not
and
uncomfortable.
And he actually loves it. He loves it because he can run and he doesn't have to be held by mommy. And so that was really fun for him. So he can get up and go. So
I want to pause you to thank you.
Sure.
Thank you. It says A Cash.
Oh,
thank you so
sweet,
much.
sweet,
We appreciate that.
And
Nice of you.
anyway, that was a cute little item. She actually used it at the pool one day. He was getting too close, running around, and my daughter-in-law was getting things ready and the 3-year-old ready, and the 1-year-old was ready to run to the water. Well, she had that leash on him and she held him tight so he couldn't go. I thought it was great. Anyway, just a tidbit.
Okay, let's see. I think I'm going to question number 3.
We're not there yet. We got about
Well,
10 more people.
Okay, well, wait just a minute longer. So far, I'll tell you how the voting's going over here. Yes to the pool. People think we should have our own pool. Everybody should have their own pool so they can do whatever they want to do in their own pool. Mortgage or no mortgage? Mortgages are fine. A lot of people had mortgages. No problem with that. And smoking on the patio, that was no on the smoking. But if you're a smoker and you are hooked on it, what are you going to do? It's Walton Goggins is watching. Oh my gosh.
Well, I love your saying.
Oh, it's Walton Goggins.
He said, I'm thinking about a shot collar and electric fence for our grandkids.
$4.95. Come on, everybody. Let's get 5 more people in here. Come on in.
Oh my God.
Oh, I dropped down. It's going. We see it in real time, going up and down. $4.92.
It's like-
$4.98. $4.98. Come on.
Yeah, oh
It's
my
like a horse race. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on. $4.97.
Oh my gosh.
What if we never made it? Now we got to $4.98. We never make it.
Oh my gosh. That's crazy. But anyway, that was a fun time.
All right, we're close enough. Let's read the third one, and we'll see if we can get somebody to call us and all get all the questions right and sing. Here we go. Bobby's father had 3 sons: Snap, Crackle, and Blank. Bobby's father had 3 sons: Snap, Crackle, and Blank. Now, don't answer that out loud. Let's call. Here we go.
Got a winner.
You are the first caller. Are you going to give it a try?
I do want to give it a try. Thank you.
All right, turn down your TV,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
and I'm going to read you the first question.
All right.
All right, now let's see if you can put us over 500. We're at 498 right now. Okay, the first question was, which does not 501? Which does not belong? Tom Cruise, Daniel Craig, Pierce Brosnan, or Roger Moore?
Tom Cruise.
That is correct. Because Tom Cruise was never what?
007.
James Bond. That's right. Very good. Very good. Now, what's your name again?
This is Jim.
Joe?
Jim, J-I-M.
Jim. Okay. All right, Jim. Here's the one you've been waiting for. Oh, we danced through the night. You got to sing it.
And we held each other tight, and before too long, I fell in love with her.
Yeah, buddy. The Beatles. I saw her standing there. Yeah. Were you all singing that with him? Were you helping Jim out?
Yep, that was my bath.
That was very good. Okay, now finally, where are we here? Okay. Over here. Bobby's father had 3 sons, Snap, Crackle, and
Bobby.
Bobby is right.
You got
They
it.
didn't have a son named Pop. Bobby's dad.
Yeah.
You got it right, Jim.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell us, so you want to just send us an email with your name and address, or do you live in the Villages?
We don't live there yet, but we're going down for our 3rd scheduled lifestyle visit.
Wow. Super.
So I'm the gym with Beth.
Okay.
But so I've been watching you guys for 5 years, and a year into it, I got Beth to look into it. Within 6 months, we were down there, and how do you say it? Drank the juice, or
Yeah, drink the Kool-Aid.
Yeah, I drank the Kool-Aid right away. And Beth is like, no, when we go down there, we're not going to buy. Well, we put an offer on a place when we were down there. We lowballed, but so that's where she's at now. So we're definitely moving down, and we're coming down in June.
So he
Okay.
says our 3rd lifestyle visit scheduled. We missed the 2nd one because of Milton.
Oh, okay, got it. Yeah, because usually you don't get to have 3, but since you missed one, they reimburse
You can only have 1 now, but
Whoa.
they'll let you come back for repeat visits, but it's not called a lifestyle anymore.
Oh.
Our first was in August. Our first was in July, I think. And we didn't get to do anything because there was nothing available.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because there weren't as many shows and there weren't as,
Oh,
there
Well,
there
that
was,
would be a bummer, wouldn't it?
yes.
yeah.
Well,
Our
that might be.
pickleball lessons were canceled because the heat index was 110.
Yep. I understand that.
Well, thank you for calling in. I didn't even hold up the sign,
I know. We didn't
Yeah.
get the phone number tonight.
but email us your address and we'll send it to you. And that way, when you come down, you can just head right over and have you some lunch.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks for calling.
Bye-bye.
See you when we
See you when we get there. He said.
Bye.
Here's our phone number. If anybody wants to call in, we'll give you about 10 more minutes or so and chat with a few of you. So feel free to call in if you have a story for us. If you want to talk about smokers, you want to talk about mortgages. What else was it? Pools,
Kroger shopping.
the weather. My gosh, this weather has been spectacular today.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Thanks, Kyle. Kyle's one of our loyal viewers.
Hello there. You've reached Jerry and Linda. Who are we talking to?
This is Mark and Judy from outside of Nashville, Tennessee.
Well, hello. How are you tonight?
Oh, doing pretty good. How about you?
We're great. You have a question for us?
Well, yes, I do. Little background. My daughter, she's dating a guy, and he's getting ready to accept a job as a pilot trainer. He's going to be training pilots at one of the schools, and he's going to be in your old stomping grounds. I was wondering if you could give me any insight on it. Sellersburg.
Oh, that's a nice little town.
Yep.
Southern Indiana.
Yep. We know
It's about
Sellersburg.
10 minutes from Louisville, Kentucky.
Mhm. What else do we know about Sellersburg?
They're called the Dragons. Their high school team's the Dragons, and it's a rural community. Yeah. It's right on I-65, right on it.
Well, is it a pretty safe place, or is it a knife and gun show, or
Oh,
what?
no.
Well, honestly, it's a safe place. There was a time of some years back when it had a little bit of a reputation for drugs, but I don't think that's the case anymore.
Hope not.
It's in
Yeah.
Clark County, Indiana, and we know that area like the back of our hand.
Yeah,
Okay, and y'all were New Albany, is that correct?
that's right.
Floyd Knobs, New Albany, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, I was telling my wife, I was looking at it on the map. I think that's where they were from, in New Albany.
Yep.
Where is he going, to Clark County Airport?
Don't get me to lying. He just accepted the job today, and I honestly haven't talked to him about it.
Yeah.
Well,
It's ATP's. I think it's ATP school, I believe.
Fuzzy Zeller has a golf course there, so he lives not
well,
too
he's a-
far from there.
Well, he's a golfer, so I'm sure he'll have to check that out. I'll
Sure.
tell him that. I did not know that.
Yeah. Actually, it has
That's pretty good.
two courses around.
Yeah.
Yeah, Christian.
okay.
Christian says you have an awesome accent.
People
Oh,
talking about your accent. It's great.
hey,
We love it.
I'm about as country as a turnip green. I can't help it.
Well, listen, thank you for calling in. We appreciate it, and hope you can make it down here sometime.
Well, we actually bought a house this last December over at the Atwood Village.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
So,
good. That's
We
awesome.
actually own one, and we're getting ready to retire and start working into being more of a full timer.
Yeah. Well, that'll be great. You're going to be a snowbird or a snowflake.
Well, I don't know what we're going to be yet, but I got a feeling before it's over with, we're going to be spending a whole lot more time there than we will be here.
Yeah, I got you. Well, listen, thanks so much for the call.
Good night. Have a good
Yes,
one.
yes, it's great talking to you. Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye-bye. There it is. If anybody wants to.
Got 5 more minutes. Oh, hello there. You've reached Jerry and Linda.
Yes, hello. How you doing? Frank from New York.
Hi, Frank. You got something on your mind tonight?
Yeah, I'm trying to load a TV right now.
Okay.
Okay, I got it low now. I wanted to ask, like, you answer every question that I have by just listening to you guys or watching your shows. But if you buy a house that's turnkey, how do you get rid of all the furniture? You have to pay for that?
Why do you want to get rid of the furniture?
Well, because a lot of it's like old stuff, like
Yeah.
it's not that I like, you know?
Yeah. Well, Linda works at Bargains and Blessings. They'll take a lot of it off your hand if you want to donate it. If you want to sell it, you could put it on Facebook Marketplace, or you could
Yeah.
advertise it on Nextdoor.
Have a giant yard sale.
You could
Put it
have a
all
big
out in the
yard sale.
Put it in the yard and say, come by and give the best price.
Yeah.
You know, but there's ways to get rid of it.
Sure, you can get rid of it.
Yeah, there's many ways. So some places will come and get it, but they're going to charge you. They're going to charge you a delivery fee, you know, like $50 or something to take some of it away. I don't know how much, but Bargains and Blessings would love to have the furniture if it's sellable. So anyway, give people a chance to buy it secondhand, third hand, or whatever.
Yeah, thank you so much for answering the question.
All right. Well, have a good
welcome.
evening. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye now.
Somebody's junk is somebody's, treasure.
The prophet wants to know if he drives 22 to 24 in his golf cart, will he get pulled over?
Mm.
I don't think so.
Mm.
I don't think so. I usually go 19 to 20, 21, and I get passed all day long. I've never seen any of them get pulled over.
No. Joseph, that's awesome about Habitat coming and getting your furniture. That's
Yeah.
cool. That's
Yeah, they're
nice.
good.
Very nice. Hello, you've reached Jerry and Linda. Who are we talking to?
Hi, y'all. This is Cop Girl 221. I'm outside of Nashville, and my sister and I want to come down there in July because it's cheaper.
Yeah.
Being a police officer, I don't have a lot of money.
Well,
So we heard it was cheaper in July to come rent. Is that true?
Yes, I think it is true. It's the
So-
off season. Yeah, it'd be cheaper.
Now, who would we or what would we go through to rent a home down there? What's the best way to rent a home?
We don't really know. There is this website called Rent from a Villager. If you just would Google renting in the villages, you'll get lots of options. But you are right. The rent is significantly lower, maybe even half in the summertime sometimes.
Perfect. Gosh, y'all, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm a rookie here. I've only been watching y'all about 3 months.
well, thank you for watching and keep watching.
Yeah, thanks for your service.
Absolutely.
Oh gosh, you're very welcome, and thank y'all for what y'all do.
All right.
Thank you. You have a
Bye-bye.
great
Take care now.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, I have utmost respect for the law enforcement officers.
You're talking about the ball. ain't you?
Okay, why don't you can.
Hello there. You've reached Jerry and Linda. Who's
Hey,
on?
Linda and Jerry, this is Roger Bennett from Maine.
Hi, Roger.
Sorry, I don't have a good accent.
Oh, that's all right.
You don't think you do.
Yeah, you don't think you do.
Well, there you go. So I had a quick question. I'm moving down there and I'm thinking about getting a golf cart. And I watched videos about your golf cart, and you had bucket seats in the front and bucket seats in the back in your new electric golf cart.
Yeah.
I have a dog. Can I get a bench seat for the back?
Sure can.
And can I strap the dog in that way? Because I'm worried, my dog chases squirrels, and
Yeah.
Our
I'm
back
afraid the
seat's
dog
not
is going to
bucket
jump
seat, is
out
it?
going 20 miles an hour.
We don't have bucket seats really. Ours are.
It's a bench.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, you can get any configuration you want. We have really
Yeah.
nice seats. They're called LT grade seats, and they come in various configurations, so you
Yeah.
can work that out with your dealership.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you both.
Gizmo did not like the bucket seats we have in the red cart. Yeah, because he likes to sit in the middle, and that's
Yeah, it had that split there.
yeah.
But there are so many dogs that do ride in their golf carts. Make sure you have it tied down or whatever, attached to the cart somehow. So you don't want
Yeah,
to
so
lose your dog.
I was thinking about getting one of the four-seaters,
Mhm.
just because, if I come down, if I meet somebody eventually and I want to bring the dog with me, I don't want to be fighting with where's the dog going to sit? So I thought the
Yeah.
four-seater with the back seat would be good for the dog.
I'm not plugging this because we have one, but we have an Easy Go four-seater facing front, and it would be
Yeah, I saw
ideal
that.
for that situation. In fact, we've used the heck of it with the grandkids here this week.
Yeah.
But if you or any of you are interested in Easy Go, we have coupons for $500 off, and they're only good till September. You can't use them with any other offer if you have another coupon, but that's a good thing. It'll knock $500 off your sales price. So let us know, and we
Fantastic.
can.
I plan
we
on
can send
moving
that to
down
you.
there this summer. So as soon as I sell the house.
Good. Yeah,
Thank you,
four-seaters are common now. They were not common 2 or 3 years ago,
No, no.
but they're very common now, and
Yeah.
your pup will love that.
Yeah.
Thanks.
All
Well,
right.
I'll see you when I get there.
All right.
Thanks for
Bye-bye.
calling.
All right. Well, we've hit the hour mark, so I think we're going to sign off from here if we can do so without the phone ringing again.
Yeah.
But thank you all for tuning in, and congratulations to Jim, who won the Cody's gift card today.
Right.
And we'll be back next week, and we'll give something else away at that time. Should we? Should we or not? One more.
Hello there. You've reached Jerry and Linda.
Hi there.
Who are you?
My name is Nick.
Hi, Nick.
Hi, Nick. You got a question?
I'm probably your youngest viewer. I'm only 28 years old,
What?
but
Wow.
Yep.
Well, ding, 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 you are. You're the youngest one.
but I visited the villages with someone that my family knew, and
Mhm.
I just fell in love with everything there, like the fishing and
Oh, yeah.
especially the little carts.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And my question is there a car club or art club there that you guys attend or anything like that?
We don't belong to any of them, but there are lots of golf cart
lots.
clubs. You've got street rods, you've got old time carts, you've got
Corvettes.
just what do they call modified carts? Yeah, you can find a group to belong to. And with automobiles, you've got Corvette Club, you got Convertible Club, you've got a Rolls Royce Club, you've got a Mustang Club,
many.
you've got everything.
Mhm. Yeah, there's lots of
Awesome.
clubs. So it's really amazing to see the type of cars that everyone collects here. It's truly a beautiful sight to see them, really.
Yeah, it's neat.
It's a lot of fun.
We're going to feature some, not on this coming week's Mailbag Monday, but the week after we'll have some fancy carts
fancy
on there.
cards.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Well, thank you for calling. So I hope you come down here and then enjoy the villages and someday live here. Oh.
Yep. All right. I'll see you.
Thank you, Nick.
you. Bye, Nick.
A reminder before we go off the air that we need your pictures. Send in pictures of yourself. Make sure they're this way and not this way. Okay.
Yeah.
Landscape. And we also could use Pet of the Week. I still get every single day, I'll get Pet of the Week submissions that are just photos. We want videos for Pet of the Week. That's what we need. We need videos and letters if you want to send us a video letter, that's fine. Anything, just send us your submissions. We'll consider it. We'll put it in if we can work it in at all. And a mug shot, depends if you look like something that we can have a good laugh over, that we might do that. So that's it. We need your participation. If you see something cool out when you're out and about, take a video of it, send it in. And you can even send us in your out and abouts. What's that?
Send a picture or a report about you're out and about.
Not a picture.
Where you're going to go out to eat.
No picture. Video your experience.
Experience at a restaurant.
The outside of the restaurant, walk in, get the ambiance, show the bar area, sit down, show the menu if you like, get good shots of your food and talk about it, and then show us the bill. Everybody loves to find out about new restaurants.
We want to thank Greg Pangin from
Edward Jones.
Edward Jones, oopsie, and Cody's. And have a great evening, you all.
Yeah, and thanks to Tommy and what was his wife's name? Wait a minute, it scares me. We're not signing off until I remember. Jackie. Tommy and Jackie for the Cody's certificate tonight. Right. And thank all of you for watching.
Good night. We love you. Have a great evening. End stream, not edit. End stream. End stream.